Data agility session with multi-cloud flexibility. And I'm so happy to be greeting on stage the data center partner account manager at Dell Technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, bring a great, good cheer to welcome Laxmikanth Kandi on the stage with a very good round of applause. And Laxmikanth, it's so good to see you. Likewise. You aging backwards, I have to excavate all the secrets. So good to see you. Thank you. So get ready for something. I mean, lots of nudgets. I'm sure this is going to be a great session for all of you there. And we are doing good on time. So thank you for helping us do that. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, all. Sorry, I was stuck as usual in the Bombay traffic. Hope you're all doing well. Great. So I thought we will do a cloud session, but the cloud was already there outside welcoming us. So we had a good rainy day. So let me introduce myself once again. I am Laxmikanth. I represent Dell Technologies, and I am part of the storage platforms and solutions team, supporting the Alliance ecosystem for the West region. So today, the topic I was given is how do we kind of build the agility for the data warehouse, what we have, considering the multi-cloud environment we are in, right? So I don't want to kind of redefine or define what multi-cloud is. I'm sure you would have gone through this from the morning and afternoon. But broadly, what from a Dell's perspective we are trying to do is simplify things for all of you when we are talking about data movement across different platforms, right? So we had a simple concept. So as a hardware OEM, we were very good in building the equipment. We had the operating system sitting on our boxes, the storage boxes or servers, and then we were helping you manage your data properly, right? Then came the era where we were looking at putting our workloads on cloud, and we were able to manage that efficiently as well, right? So of late, we had that complexity of, while I had the agility of things having on the cloud, able to manage them properly, had that agility, and then we had the data growth coming from the production environment, which is on-prem. And then most of us who have coming from an FSA background, I have a lot of compliance in place where the data has to be on-prem. How do I have this data mobility across these platforms, right? And keeping also into consideration, how do I bring that sovereignty and data movement across these platforms? So we had two ways of kind of building this. So we had our own IP, which is our storage platforms. So through different platforms, we wanted to make these operating systems available, the secret sauce of the hardware, available on different marketplaces in the cloud platforms, right? So you will get the same flavor of what you are seeing on my products on-prem in the cloud marketplaces. So how does that help you? Basically, it's one of the use cases. You have a hardware, you have operating system sitting on your data center, and you want to use cloud as a data center with the native replication features of the storage we have, right? Or you want to build the same storage cluster using the same operating system available in the marketplace without even investing anything on the on-premises, right? The second use case could be you're already there in two different cloud platforms and you want to build a cluster or a storage platform between these two multi-cloud platforms. So we have ensured that the operating system or the software source of our products are available in different marketplace, be it be AWS, be it be Azure, be it be GCP, right? So that is one piece of it where we are installing the Dell software on the cloud. Now, when we look at the other piece, why did we go to the cloud is because that the DevOps platform or the various applications or various sources we had on the cloud were made easy to consume, right? So that's where we wanted cloud-like features and then started consuming them. But can we bring those capabilities on-prem? And can we build that ecosystem where you have a complete lifecycle management of what you have on the cloud can be also brought on the on-prem in your data centers, or it could be edge, right? And so that's the second side of the story, which I will be talking more in detail. which is our cloud to the ground story, right? So what we intended to do is build this ecosystem of the IP sitting from the ground to the cloud, cloud to the ground, and you can consume all this as a service, right? So using different consoles. So how do we want to do this is in three different pillars. One is we want to ensure we enrich the experience of what you already have on the public cloud, right? So what I mean is that ground to cloud approach. So can I help you have the same experience of what we have on the ground on the cloud, right? Can we help you connect different platforms using what we call it as Apex Cloud Platform, right? So this is the secret sauce or the kind of sweet spot we have built, which would be the bridge between what is on-premise to what is on the cloud. The third piece is how do we recalibrate all of this, help you modernize the entire ecosystem for you, right? So let me take you to the next thing where I want to give you a picture of what all we have when we talk about Apex. So Apex was something launched almost all 2 years back. So when we launched it, we thought it would be more of an infrastructure as a service. Then we had something called Project Alpine, where through we started testing our operating system of various hardware operating systems on the cloud. And then we thought, which is anything which is touching the cloud or anything we can offer it as a service for you, we started rebranding that as Apex. So the entire portfolio, the entire categorization, what you see here are the various product portfolios we have as a service or a CapEx on the cloud or on-premise, right? If I have to go slightly more deeper, what we're talking about is on the right side is the various storage services which are available on different cloud platforms. So you can consume my storage operating system on different cloud platforms as a service or as a subscription model, right? What you see the next is the data protection piece, cyber recovery. Most of you would know or consume the Dell cyber recovery services, which is basically the vaults, the vault-based services. So we have ensured that these are made available in different cloud platforms. So in case you want to build a cyber recovery vault on any of the cloud or between two clouds, these services are available on both Azure as well as AWS, right? The third piece is the compute and HCI. So that is where we will build you a software-defined infrastructure on the cloud. And these are available for all the flavors. Basically, this is all VMware-based infrastructure, but we have extended that to Red Hat as well. The fourth piece, what you would see, which I'll be taking slightly more in detail, is the cloud platforms. So this is something which we have built for both Red Hat, Azure, as well as for VMware platforms. The last piece is how do we manage all these things? We have built consoles for you. We have built navigator platforms which will help you navigate across different platforms. And recently we have announced something called Apex Navigator for Kubernetes, because that's something we would like to consume more and often. Use cases could be anything. It could be a simple Kubernetes or built Kubernetes for AI services. So this navigator platform helps you navigate across the consoles and helps you drag and drop the features or the resources you want to consume across. Right? So this is a simple, so in the market today, you see this as an offerings. You can buy Red Hat separately, OPP or OCP, use my hardware, build the ecosystem, ORSF or software-defined infrastructure. You can do the same for Microsoft Azure, which they call as Azure Stack, so, and then integrate with an Arc or use the WAC to manage everything. Same with same with VMware. You can build a VMC on the cloud and then have an on-premise HCI or an SDS solution to build it. What we intended to change here, while they are all with different offerings available in the market, can we consolidate that and give you a common platform to manage different operating system, different hypervisors, different software resources through a common infrastructure platform? That is what we intend to do through Apex Cloud Platforms. How do we want to do is build this through fundamentals of managing things. One is the full stack of life cycle. So whether it's a software of the infrastructure, software of the operating system of the cloud, or it could be any other components within Azure or different cloud platforms. How can we have entire LCM managed of these components? Second is have those APIs in place so that we can drag, push, pull the data across these platforms, right? And then most importantly, how do we kind of automate the configurations? How do we do the day two, day three operations more smoothly, more innovative way, more automated way for your teams when they start using them from a day two thing? So this is in a nutshell what SAP Cloud Platform as a software is. And what we intend to do this is, while we built you the cloud platforms using ACP, we intend to also allow you to use my industry standard software defined storage, which we call it as PowerFlex software defined storage, for you to build a common storage platform across these platforms, right? So while we give you the flexibility to host different cloud platforms, we also want to help you build a common storage platform using a software-defined software called PowerFlex storage. All right. In the interest of time, I rest my case here. Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you.
Audience, if they have any. Do you have any questions by any chance? Audience members, you're free to, we can at least take up one, just in case if you want Lakshmi to answer any one of it. You can probably raise hands or get in touch with him later. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.